Hello there, one and all. Welcome to episode 72 of TerraFirmaCraft Reloaded with DankNStein. And look at this, I have no chest plate anymore. Well, it broke fighting spiders in the windmill spider farm that we were working on last time. And in fact, if you look at the number of levels I have, you may infer that I actually died off camera trying to sort out these spiders. We've been rocking the blue steel set for quite a while now, and the red one's just been sat here waiting for its moment. Look, so this one specializes in slashing when I think the other one specializes in, I can't remember, I don't know, whatever. But look, we look super cool in red steel armor now, and that matches all of our tools, so we're just the red steel guy, except that they're all not enchanted. So it's been a little while since we did this. What we'll actually do, I think, is just keep coming back here throughout the episode. Gather up as many of these as we can, and maybe we'll do all the enchanting at the end, actually, because we've only got 14 levels here. And I think we could make the thing more efficient. I mean, we could potentially put them in the walls, people have been suggesting, and maybe we could make a second layer. I think we could also just pull up all of these planks to make the thing a little bit more enjoyable, or a little bit more easy to use. Anyway, that's how many we got from the first batch. So we'll just keep coming back here as the episode continues and grabbing more and more and more. So what about these spiders then? This is our new setup since last time. You won't have seen any of this before. We have a filter here that's just pulling out the bronze coins and just destroying them. Very similar to our other mob farm. This setup is almost identical. And that leaves spider eyes and string in here. And I've been gathering it up and just throwing it. Oh, that's a sunset. That's a lovely sunset. I've just been gathering it up and throwing it in one of these chests. I think this one. Oh, yeah, look, there we go. So I've made a nice area to fill with string. Now, what time of year is it? It's early winter. So we can't start planting our jute yet. That's going to be another way to build up more and more and more of these blades. And we do want to do it because currently these windmills are not powerful enough to run this guy full time. It's recharged now, but you can see the actual battery is running low here. And in fact, it went down to 0, so we had to switch the guy off, and that's why it's all switched off now and charging. I also had to switch it off because Killer Joe kept killing me. It actually wasn't the spiders. I'd kill all the spiders, then I'd come in here and forget this guy was on, and he'd just be like smashing me. Oh, wow, we can just pull all these levels out. Anyway, we're up to 34. So that's another way of us getting some levels then. That's quite nice. You know what would be useful? Some glass. Okay, so we're just going to put in like a nice, rather basic window in here. Just so we can sort of see what's going on. The goons are standing on the step and they're just not being killed, are they? Or is this run out of juice already? No, he's just not swiping at them. Oh, he's never active. Always active. There we go. That was the crucial mistake I'd made. Can you reach them when they come up here? Yeah, the rinsing is happening nice. The interesting thing was that even when the spawner had nowhere to spawn, it's still constantly draining power. When it wasn't spawning in spiders, it was still going. It was still licking out the power. Ah. So they can spawn outside of it. Well, it will get more and more efficient as we upgrade these things, won't it? So I think that's, we just sit here and wait, basically. Let the guy run out of power and come back and check on it later. All right, so then in keeping with the AFK sort of theme of today's episode, while we wait, we're going to have a look at the Buildcraft Builder and Architect tables here. Very similar recipes. So the first thing we need is a couple of blueprints. And then we just need our yellow dye, which I chucked in here, which, we're making into the more efficient paint. So we can't do that yet. While those finish, let's go make all of our gears, because there's a few gears we need here. And then, then we need to make a load of these landmarks, which are redstone torches and lapis on top. Alright, sweet. So, wait, have those all finished? I think they probably did already. Lovely. Okay, and I swear I didn't cut for ages. We come back and this yellow dye, or the yellow paint, is indeed finished. So we need to convert these gears because they almost always need converting Don't ask me how or what, but you just chuck them in there and bring them in. There's like 2 slight variations on these items. And then, can I remember what's going on? I bet I can't. I'm pretty sure that was wrong. I think the black ones go at the top, yellow in the middle, and one of those at the top. There we go. The builder. And then the other is just slightly different, and it has a blueprint at the bottom in the middle and an iron gear. But otherwise, identical recipe for the architect table. Now, I guess both of these need powering. So as I need to grab some food, how many of these have reappeared? Oh, actually not. I don't think quite enough to justify us doing a... Oh, well, we're here now. We're here now. How much time are we going to actually save ourselves by not harvesting these right now and saving them for later? We're probably, now that we've already made the journey, it probably is worth it to just reset all these, because then they can all respawn before the next time we come. So wasn't it over here? Here we go. Yeah, we should be able to make the thing build this whole thing for us, right? Including the chest and the arm and the dimensional transceiver. I'm hoping. So we'll do that to break the multi-block, but then place the last block back. Okay. And essentially the way this works, well, I don't actually know. I don't know. We're going to work it out together now. Oh, look, this wheel is still multi-blocked. So in fact, break one off there as well and throw that on there. Yes. Very good. Oh, look, distraction. But as I'm just sorting my inventory and coming back through, I've just realised all the maple that we planted a few episodes ago, or maybe last episode, it's all grown. So let's grab all this now. All right then. Well, we got, out of 10 trees or 11 trees planted, 9 saplings back. Not great, but we do have some reserves. And we've got a few stacks of maple there for next time we need them. It's a very, very pretty building block, so good to keep up appearances there. From memory, from seeing people do this previously, I think we can get away with there, because I think it includes blocks that are in the division. I'm almost certain it does. That's my memory of this thing. Like I said, I've not personally used it before, but I've been aware of it for some time. Now, up there is interesting, and so is that. So we actually need some blocks. I don't know if this works like this. I think it should. So is that on the same height as this guy now? No. So one more up and then out. Like that. Look at this guy. Well, I don't know, what do we do? Do we click on them? Do I need more than 2 to define an area like this? Or are we supposed to just put the architect table on it, and then does the architect table go, oh, I understand? No, the architect table does not understand. I mean, the only other thing I can think to do is to just like, oh, okay. Do we need to just define the whole thing? Oh, hello. Oh, that's working now. No? Let's pick this guy up, place it back down again. Yeah, that's what I thought it would do. Unnamed. Oh yeah, let's name it Excavator. Excavator by DankNStein. I mean, it doesn't look like this guy needs power. I guess if we'd put excavate on, then it would have mined all the resources for us, but I'm just nervous. So let's remove that. We have our blueprint now. We have to kind of pull this guy down to test that our blueprint works. So this could be time consuming to rebuild if it doesn't. But let's trust that what we've done here will work, shall we? Right, now actually, look, this is kind of relevant. We don't have much coal here. And recently we switched from fueling our furnace, our vanilla furnace, with sticks, which we used to pile in here, to deciding that blocks of coal was better. And we've been mass producing this vanilla stone. I mean, oh, I think there's a hopper back there. I think there's more. Oh no, look, there is really just 33 pieces left. I'm starting to think that it would be good to look at a coal vein or a coal chunk for our ore excavator. So I know where one of those is. Oi guys, look, just completely by accident, going through all of these different chests, you see in here, and I was talking about how we're so short on quartz and we need quartz. We can make that that Ender IO quartz, the polished quartz, whatever it's called, with this stuff, this quartz powder. We got loads of it, and look, it's just mortar. Makes a block of quartz, and we can throw the blocks of quartz. Oh wait, terra firma stuff. Is that the right block of quartz? Do we actually have normal vanilla ones over here? Ah, see, that's Minecraft quartz. So it might make a difference. Anyway, that's something to check out in the future, but I just thought I would share that because that's kind of interesting. So basically just 2 chunks in that direction. Let's just to orient you, there's our palace. We're here where we were. 2 chunks in that direction is a coal chunk, I'm told. So will all this fit in our inventory now? Yes, it will. So we're at, what, minus 514, minus 11. And we're going to go to minus 513, minus 11. And then we're going to go to minus 512, minus 11. So somewhere here. Yes, there we go. Look, core sample evaluated. A coal vein with a mineral with 100% integrity. And then if we... In fact, let's just move these just a little bit, just because I'm thinking... I think I know what the way I expect this to work, but we'll see if it does. The builder, we place it like there. So it's kind of placed like pointing into the chunk in a similar fashion. Now get rid of all this grass just for the sake of clarity, although we probably shouldn't need to in future. I mean, the other thing we should maybe do is dig it down to the stone. But anyway, this is powered. Doesn't even look like it needs powering. I thought it... Oh no, it does. Yeah, it's saying it's powered in the top there. So... Yeah. Yeah, looking good. In fact, it's saying exactly what it needs. 23, 21, 13. No, do we need fluid? Okay, well, let's just throw these in. I love it. Interestingly, the blueprint didn't contain the Ender IO blocks. Or indeed the TerraFirmaCraft chest. It was only happy with the immersive engineering blocks. And it didn't record any of the others. Interesting. Anyway, so now we can pick the builder up and keep our blueprint. That guy can stay there because it's just 100% integrity. Of course, we need to go get our engineer's hammer. This guy is perfectly in the right chunk. So yeah, okay, this is cool. This is cool. This is working. Okay, so... Are we good? We are good. But we're not switched on upstairs, so it's not getting any power yet. On. Okay, the oil rig seems to be fine. The fuel seems to be fine. This guy should probably start getting some pieces of dirt first, I would expect. Would be what we'd see coming in first as it digs its way through. I should go get the book. Where's the book? Okay, alright. This one just brings in an awful lot of stuff. Like a lot of things. So let's just evaluate what we've got here, because all of the minerals we were talking about, these were all going to be temporary. The yellowite ore is a real thing. Pitchblende isn't. And cryolite isn't. But we are getting cryolite from this, aren't we? Wait, do we? No. Yeah, so I think we should remove all of this stuff, like, manually, unfortunately. We'll have a better way of doing it one day. Let's do a montage now and just clean up.
To play
Okay, so apart from a few bits of tidying up, well, a lot of tidying up in the long run, a lot of these chests now are crazy. And you know what this means? It does mean ME system. It means that this massive thing isn't fit for purpose anymore. I mean, look, we've got like pitch blend here, just like filling up the coal coke one. The graphite's nearly full and we're producing more of that. You've got this with all this coal's going to have to go into. I mean, the redstone situation is a mad thing. Like, this cryolite is kicking out resources so quickly. In fact, I think the portion I put into the sag mill is now finished. But the crusher is just like going for it. But yeah, I just keep trying to empty things. I think the crusher will nearly be done, and I've set up there so we've got one chest for the coal to go in, one chest for all of the graphite and kaolite together, and then another chest for the gems and saltpeter. And I think none of those will get too full, basically. I think we will have kind of managed it. Anyway, we left all of our belongings in here, yes, in the heads. Let's have a sleep up here, and then we'll run down and we'll just have a little look at how the spiders are getting on. I did actually come over here and switch everything off halfway through because, well, look, the nutrients stopped. So the spawner was just taking power, but the Killer Joe wasn't swiping. So I just switched it off, and in the interest of this guy getting some charge in, basically. One of the things I did want to do today as well was to look into the most sustainable recipe here. Now, obviously, rotten flesh is right up there. You know, that stuff is basically free for us. I think netherwort was suggested as being probably the most farmable. So can we farm this on soul sand just like normal netherwort? I think that's the question, and if we can, if we don't have to plant it as amaranth on TFC soil and then cook it up. Okay, so it does seem to work, doesn't it? But let's see if it grows. You know what else occurred to me? You see this? Yep. Well, maybe we can build another one, because I don't know if you remember, but I do. The beacon block that we ended up going with. In fact, the best place to show it to you, I think, because we stored some away, was this. Our redstone alloy block. And it's the silicon, which we get tons of as well. Interesting. We've got a lot of silicon and we've got a lot of redstone. So I think what we should do is we should start a big old batch of that. Just get it rolling. Get these guys rolling. So that will give us 164 stack. I can't remember how many we need for beacon. Let me do the maths. In fact, let's go and visit our own beacon. We haven't been down there in such a while. Also, look, this is growing. This does work. So wait, we'll come back to those once they've grown and harvest. Wait. Yeah, let's wait till they're fully grown and then we'll harvest them to check it definitely drops more pieces than one piece. But in the meantime, let's go down here and just remind ourselves. Okay, firstly, I forgot about how long it takes to dig to bedrock. That's a lot. That's a big distance, that. And from what I recall as well, we got quite a lot of crashes down here. I can't actually see how. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. Yeah, and this layer is like, oh my god, I can't see. 4 by 5. And then they must go up like plus, 6 by 7 and so on. But 110 plus 72 plus 42 plus 20, 244 blocks. And we're making our first 64 blocks there. So when you put it like that, these are actually expensive. It's going to require us to do 4 sets of 64. Pretty much. In fact, we can't just sleep and eat because we ain't got any food on us. So, we're back. Let's, let's sleep first. Of course, that's what I meant to do. Now, the other thing that's just occurred to me is it's more efficient for us to spend our levels as soon as we reach over 30 and then come back, I think. Because, yeah, spending from 60 down to 30 on a 30 level enchant is is not the one, because those levels are more pricey, aren't they? But this is good because we haven't really ever done this before, like just properly filled these up. Somebody I think mentioned hoppers underneath. I mean, we could try. Can you imagine how OP that would be if those things were being, if all we had to do was walk up to a chest and just like eat it all? Oh, hi. All right, anyone at 100%? They've grown quite quick. I think there's a couple there at 100. Mature. Gave us 3 pieces. All right, we got an average. We got like 8 between 3 mature pieces there. What about if we pick up a 67% job? Just gives us the 1. So we do need to wait for them to fully finish to get our things, but I don't need to wait for these to finish right here. So we're just going to pick all these up. So let's fly over here and have a look at where we think it would fit. Maybe in the water here? Or up on that bit there? Or further towards where we're actually going to be? Maybe like here. We wondered what we would put down here. So maybe this is it. It's like a little garden. Yeah, okay, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. And so it's not a huge farm and it's not automated. We could automate it with pistons and things like that. There's lots of these kinds of designs. But I figure we're not going to need huge amounts of it. That should be enough. And yeah, just add some vibes. And now as we come past the crusher here, it's worth just checking as per usual. Yeah, it's a bit full. It's a bit full. Just don't really we don't even have the room anywhere to just like dump it. Another 3 redstone blocks here, and would you look at that? We're full. Damn. Alright, well look, thank God everything's still working up here. Nothing's really changed, nothing's broken, it's all just working its way through everything. So yeah, so I think hopefully we're past the worst of it. We just got to keep our eye here on the redstone, and I've started like just throwing it all into the wood chest up here. I think like, yeah, ME system next episode is a must. And we're going to do a big building live stream on the palace because we need to make some progress on it. So I'm planning a live stream next week, and I'll announce when that will be, but it'll be a kind of like semi-marathon length TFC Reloaded live stream on the palace, on like a big building sesh. I think that'll be fun. I think that'll be lots of fun. So everyone's back on, up and running. Yeah, okay. So I mean, we could get a big chest with both of those items in, and we just have a bit more string to take in. I have been doing transfer trips, so that isn't all the string we've produced this episode. There's a bit more. And here it all is. But I'm not going to get into the crazy world of looming right now because there's a lot of that there. So yeah, I mean, maybe not so much like completely overt progress in this episode, but it's been a time-consuming one to make for sure, because I don't know, this kind of admin stuff in your world in Minecraft is really important, isn't it? Like, you just need to keep up with these kinds of tasks, you know, keep moving things around. We've set a number of balls in motion. The next beacon ball is in motion. The ME system ball is in motion. We didn't enchant any of our armor. Oh, that's the end of the episode. Sweet. God, I hope this is enough to do the whole set. If it's not, then I'll just sort of AFK for a bit here to finish it, in keeping with the spirit of the episode. We could look into using this guy. I mean, like, you know, gold gets us XP boost. Coal gets us auto smelt. Right. Endrio dark steel is just for like automatic protection. I think these are good, but they are expensive, and so I think we're better off. What do we get? Just unbreaking. Okay. I think we're better off doing our own enchants first, and we can add a protection 4 book to this helmet if we need to. But let's start by just getting all of the core guys done, right? Each stack seems like it's an enchant. Protection 3 on the feet. It's okay, but no unbreaking on those. Obsidian is unbreaking. Of course it is. But only 3 pieces of obsidian and 22 levels to get an unbreaking 3 book. So we can definitely do that. Right. Legs. Only unbreaking 3. And finally, the chest plate, the main event. Blast protection 4, protection 3, and soulbound prevents something from being lost on death. So even when we die, we're going to have the chest plate still on. That's kind of key. So what do we want? We would like some protection on our head. We'd like some unbreaking on our chest plate. We'd like some protection on our legs. And we'd like some unbreaking. So we need 2 protections and 2 unbreakings. Cool. All right, so this is the last one now, I think, I hope. Yeah, and then we'll just leave this to finish off, basically, and it's gonna kind of make us a load more. Yeah, it's going to bring us back up to the amount we just chucked in. There's our 2 stacks. Let's get this armor finished. What are we doing? Oh yeah, in here, like this, 20 levels, we can do that. Protection. 20 levels. Now, I guess we just need the levels to actually apply these enchants, right? Like, there we go. Oh yeah, I guess I only ended up with protection 3 on the boots. That's fine. We don't have any feather falling on them as well, which we're doing nice. We could maybe add that later. Because we do tend to basically use our armor for like falling off of things more than anything, because I'm too lazy usually to take the stairs. So now, I'm just going to, in the interest of our hit points now, eat all of these berries. Alright, and that is the last of it, I think. And we're at 63 levels, 1,500 hit points, and our food groups are just deteriorating as per the usual, because we're not eating, but at least they got a nice reset from our death off camera in the between episodes. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. As always, we're looking a bit different now in all red, but I like it. So yeah, it's been good. It's been productive. It's only taken a long time to record, even if there hasn't been that much actually in the way of finished projects. But this new suit of armor is nice. Thanks for watching once again. Look out for the big building live stream we do next week on the Palace, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care. Yeah, all right. Peace.